Morning, my name's Raleigh. I'm an alcoholic and an addict. I'm childish, emotionally sensitive, and grandiose. So when we left off my story, I was leaving my shanty apartment, going to southern Missouri to a town called Warsaw, Missouri, move in with my parents who are on their last leg of dealing with me at all. And I would go through terrible withdrawal, delirium tremens, withdrawal from benzodiazepines, opioids, and alcohol. I couldn't drink water unless I had a lid on it because I would spill it all over me. I would shake so bad. My mom would say the whole house was shaking, and I was sober for 3 weeks, and then I would relapse back into addiction again. And this is where we're going to get to rock bottom on a Sunday. It was June 27th, 2021. I was gonna go see my children at my at the house where me and my ex-wife had lived. And as I drove there, I stopped at every convenience store and got a drink, right? So by the time I got there, they weren't home. I went inside and I was very intoxicated. My ex-wife called, told me to leave. I left, and then she called and something was said on the phone that angered me. I turned around and went back, pried open the garage door. She met me at the garage door. I remember I pushed her like that. She fell down. She called the cops. I went upstairs and was verbally aggressive, not towards my children, but around my children. The police finally came and arrested me for trespassing at a home that I'd helped build. And I remember I was handcuffed in the back of the cop car driving away, and I looked up and my 3 children were on the front porch, and they hated, I could see the hatred for what I'd become in their eyes. Right? They didn't hate their dad. They hated what alcohol and drugs had done to their father. So I was put in jail. I didn't understand, right, how I was going to get out. And then they came and said that bond had been posted, and it was my dad. I said I needed to go to the bathroom. He took me to the closest convenience store, and I quickly went in, got as much booze as I could, went in the bathroom, chugged it. We went home. I took whatever sleeping pills I had because I knew that the consequences and the shame and guilt associated with that night would come all too quickly the next morning. And when I woke up the next morning, I was not in a good place. My dad had taken all my money, my keys, everything from me in hopes of me seeing what I'd become. And he was driving me to work that morning, and I finally broke. I remember saying to my dad, I am such a worthless person, right? And that's just how I felt. And I will never forget this moment. My dad stopped the truck on the highway, pulled over. He put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, God loves you as much today as he did yesterday, and he will tomorrow. And I looked at him and I said, how can you speak about God? And he said, it's what I believe in my heart. And something happened in that truck that day. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm not here to sell you faith. I'm here to tell my story and hope that it can help anyone else that's ever been through any struggle like that. But something happened in that truck that day. And from that point forward, things began to change in my life. The poem today is called The Mirror. It's one of the most important poems I've written. And I would be more than grateful if you would watch it as well. Thanks for watching.